stellar energy. The energy means the energy obtained in the sun and the remaining stars, which is the continuously from the billion years. Since the billion years, the energy is radiating. Means the energy is obtained from the sun and stars is called stellar energy. Stellar energy is the energy is obtained from the sun and stars. Means here sun has been radiating from the since billion of years in the rate of 3.8 into 10 to the power of 26 joules per second. Means per second the sun again and again some of the radiation is producing in the sun. Then what is the process is going on there? Nobody is predicted until that there is no any clear clarification for that. But the scientists are proposed some of the two types of cyclic process are going on in the sun and the remaining stars to produce the continuous radiation from the sun and stars. So that these are the two cycles are there. In the first one is a carbon nitrogen cycle. In that carbon nitrogen cycle means when the carbon and nitrogen plays the role in the cycle, then by colliding with the protons, then some of the energy and as well as neutrinos and gamma rays radiation energy is released. Means when the protons are we know that what is in this process can be nuclear fusion process can be done. Nuclear fusion process can be done. Means whenever the protons are combined together and from the energy will be radiated. These are the when we can consider that it is the application for the nuclear fusion. In that case, the first one is carbon nitrogen cycle. Means in that stellar energy, the process, the cycles going on in the sun and the stars from they are radiating the energy from the billion years, that is up to sun in the rate of 3.8 into 10 to the power of 26 joules per second of energy is released from the sun per second. So that's why here the process are going on that this carbon nitrogen cycle and the proton proton cycle. In this case, let's discuss about the first one is a carbon nitrogen cycle. Then what is carbon nitrogen cycle? Means in this case the carbon atom 6C12 is the carbon. The carbon is collide with the means whenever it is collide with the one proton, that is 1H1, combining both then it will forms the unstable nitrogen atom, that is with some of the energy gamma rays can be emitted. Means whenever the carbon 6C12 is combined with the one proton, then the unstable nitrogen atom, nitrogen nuclei can be formed with the emitting the radiation of gamma rays. Again, it will be in the excited state. Means isotope of nitrogen will be in the excited state, which is having that means either it requires that whenever it is again comes to ground state, that is NS13, it will decays. It is decays and to form the unstable carbon atom by emitting one proton with the neutrino. Means when the carbon is collide with the proton and unstable 7 and 13 will be formed with the radiation of gamma rays. Again that 7 and 13 nitrogen, isotope of nitrogen will decays and form the unstable carbon atom by emitting one proton with a neutrino. Again, to become the stable that carbon 6C13 again it is collide with the one proton. It is been collide with the one proton and that stable nitrogen can be formed. That stable nitrogen can be formed with the radiation, with the gamma rays with the radiation. So that again that stable nitrogen atom and again combined with the another proton, that is 7 and 14 is combined with the another proton 1H1 and it will forms the unstable oxygen, that is isotope of oxygen O8O15. It will forms the 8O15. Again here that we should balance the reaction definitely 718 14 1 15. Here is also 6C12 1H1 12 1 13 and 6 1 7 and here 13 and 7. Here one proton 6 plus 1 will be 7. Means we should balance the equation to write the in examination also. Again in 6C13 6 plus 1 7 and 13 plus 1 14 by emitting the gamma radiation. When they combined nuclear fusion process is held, some of the radiation energy is emitted, and in 7 and 14 the stable by absorbing the by colliding with the one proton, also unstable oxygen atom is released with the gamma rays. Means whenever fusion process is going on, some of the energy is released, so that's why gamma rays can be done in that case. And here the unstable oxygen atom also again decays. Because of its unstable, it will decays and to form become stable. Whenever it becomes stable, then here it will be happen 7 and 15 by emitting one proton with a neutrino, emitting proton with a neutrino. It will emits that whenever the unstable isotope of oxygen, it will decays to form the unstable this is excited nitrogen, isotope of nitrogen, and by emitting the one proton with neutrino, so that here the balancing the condition 15 plus 0 is 15 and 7 plus 1 will be the 18. Again to become stable 7 and 15 the unstable nitrogen atom will be collide again combined with one proton and form that 6C12 plus 2He4 means helium atom is formed. Again the carbon atom is formed. Again this carbon atom, again this process is going to on a cyclic process is going on. Again this carbon atom will collide with the another proton, and thus it will form the another nitrogen with the gamma rays, and that excited or isotope of nitrogen decays and form the 6C13 excited carbon, and with the emitting the proton with a neutrino, and that carbon atom will again collides with the combined with the one proton and form the stable nitrogen, that is 7 and 14 with emitting radiation gamma ray, and that stable nitrogen will combine with the proton and form the unstable oxygen, isotope of oxygen, and by emitting gamma rays, and unstable oxygen decays and forms that is 7 and 15 plus by emitting proton with a neutrino, and this excited means isotope of nitrogen will combine with another one proton and form the stable carbon and helium. So in this process the total will be happening like this. Then in the nuclear fusion process is going on, so that in this case of, let's see what is the remaining terms. If reactants and reactants both sides will be get cancelled, some of thing here is the N13 is there, 7 and 13, 6C12 7 and 15 08 15 7 and 14 6C13. Why? Because of I am cancelling each other. It is they are already disintegrated or decayed or the combined with the another particle, so this cannot be considered. So only what is the remaining terms we can be considered that. So here 1H1 1 2 3 4 protons are there, 1H1 gives rise, what is the remaining terms, 2He4 plus, then what are the gamma rays, 1 2 3 gamma rays is done, and what is the neutrino, 1 2 neutrino with the energy of 26.71 mega electron volts energy can be released. So this is the process of a carbon nitrogen cycle. In easy way we can draw a diagram like a carbon nitrogen cycle for better understanding, for better easy understanding, and to write clearly in the examination. Let's write the easy diagram. Compare these two diagrams. This is the easy for better understanding, better drawing, to know the reactions. Just compare that one to is it can be coincide or not. Let's see. First of all, we start with like I draw a diagram like a benzene type. Let's see. This is the 6C12. From that 6C12. By adding one proton, that is 1H1 is added to the whenever collide with the carbon atom, then it forms the 7 and 13. It forms the 7 and 13 by emitting one proton, by emitting one some of the radiation, and as well as whenever it splits into this, whenever it is decays, it will form the 6C13, and as well as by emitting one proton here. 7 and 13 decays and it forms the 6C13 by emitting proton with a neutrino. So this 6C13 is added with another one proton. This 6C13 is added with one proton. So when this proton is added to the 6C13, both are combined, then a stable nitrogen atom is formed. That is, stable nitrogen atom is formed. So here whenever it is emits, means it is decays, 7 and 13 decays. This 7 and 13 is combined with this one. Here whenever the 1H1 is added to this one, 1H1 is added to this one, then again it will happen 7 plus 1, 8 unstable oxygen atom is formed by emitting one proton. Here whenever the stable nitrogen atom is added with one proton, then unstable oxygen 8O15 with by emitting one proton, means whenever it decays it will be emitted, means 8O15 is decays and formed 8 7 and 15 with emitting the proton with a neutrino, means when it is combined with one proton it emitted 8O15, it 8O15, and this 8O15 atom, means oxygen atom, is disintegrated or decayed then by emitting 7 and 15 with one proton, that is plus 1 E0, this will a proton by emitting both proton and 7 and 15 nitrogen isotope of nitrogen atom. When this nitrogen, unstable nitrogen atom is added with one proton, one proton, and it is again released to 6C12 and as well as a helium atom. So this process is going on, cyclic process is done continuously in the sun and stars to radiate the energy up to this total energy is 26.71 mega electron volts energy can be released in the fusion process, so that this process, this cyclic process continuously going on in the sun and stars. So that's why here whenever by calculating this one, the remaining the fusion process, the fusion reaction, we can get that whenever the 4 protons are combined, it will forms the helium atom with by emitting the radiation with a neutrino, the energy is released. This is about one of the stellar energy type of carbon nitrogen cycle. The next one is a proton proton cycle. The second one is a proton proton cycle. The next one is a proton proton cycle. In this proton proton cycle, 2 protons are combined to form the deuteron with by emitting one positron, and it emits some of the energy also. Here let's take one proton, one H1 and another proton, combined another proton and forms the deuteron, that is 1H2 plus one positron is emitted with energy. For positron with emitted with energy, and this process takes twice, means whenever another 2 protons are combined and formed a deuteron with emitting the deuteron and positron also, this process also again done in twice, means here the 1H2 means the deuteron is again combined with one proton, then it will gives the helium atom 2He3, means here whenever it is happened, the again same process can be done in another place also, same as this is the first process, and again this process can be done, same process can be done twice. So that's why here again 2 protons are combined and another 1H2 and one positron is formed. Again same thing is that deuteron is combined with another proton. Here one of the positron is also formed, so that's why here again same 2He3, the helium atom is formed. In this case the 2 helium atoms are formed. So by combining these 2 helium atoms, the 2He3 plus 2He3, again here we can, that can be formed 2He4 plus 2 1H1, means balancing the condition. Whenever they 2 protons are combined, When two protons are combined, the deuterium and positron is emitted with the energy, and as well as the deuteron and combined furtherly with proton and forms the here helium atom. And this process taken twice means the second time also same the process where another place it can be done twicely, then 1H1 is combined and it will deuteron and positron is formed. So again the deuteron is combined with one proton and formed a helium. When these two helium atoms are combined and form the stable helium atom by emptying that, again two protons. Again these two protons are combined together and the two process is continuously going on by emptying these two protons. Means again whereby released two protons are again combined and form the deuterium and positron. Again that helium, again another proton is also combined with the deuteron and emits the helium atom. The process can be done twice. Then the same time the two helium atoms which is produced by in the process and combined and formed again stable helium atom, and again the same process can be done several times. So this cyclic process is going on for the continuously. So let's see this process in the easy way method to know better understanding the according to the diagram. Let's see. To better understand the proton-proton cycle, here is compare this one. The two protons are combined and form the deuteron, that is 1H1 plus 1H1 is combined and form the one deuteron and as well as by emptying one positron. Here is also 1H1, two protons are combined and forms the one deuteron and emits the one positron also. Positron and the deuteron also emitted from the whenever the two protons are combined. Again these two deuterons are combined with the is added with the one proton, that is 1H1 is added, and the same thing the two are produced the two helium atom, that is 2He3, and here is also the 2He3 is released. By combining this 2He3 with the first reacted 2He3 means this process twice done. So that's why this 2He3 combined with this 2He3 and it is released that the stable helium atom, that is 2He4 and by emitting another two protons. Whenever these two protons are emitted, again they combined and form the continuous, the cyclic process is going on. Let's see in this case of also by calculating this one here, that is 1H1 is added and the deuteron and positron is formed with the emitting of energy, and as well as the deuteron is again combined with the one proton. This is formed that is the helium atom, the 2He3, the isotope of helium atom 2He3 with gamma decay, gamma rays, and again the process is same process done twice. So that's why 1H1 plus 1H1 gives rise 1H2 plus by emptying positron deuteron and positron by emptying energy, and the deuteron is added another proton by it is emitting by the unstable helium atom with gamma rays. So that's why let's see what will happen. Then here 1 2He 1 2He3 and 2He3 get cancelled because of after combination there is the terms which is involved in the process that cannot be held. So that's why the remaining, what are the remaining terms will be there. Again in this case of 2 1H1, here is 1H1 get cancelled, and 1H2 here 1H2. So 1 2 3 4 1H1 gives rise, the four protons are combined and form the stable helium atom, that is 2He4, and again the positrons are 1 and 2 plus 2 0 by emptying the energies, that is gamma rays, and here the gamma rays by emptying the energy, that is 26.71 mega electron volts energy can be emitted. Here is also same process can be done. So that's why here remaining that 4 1H1 gives rise, the remaining terms will be 2He4 by emptying the two positrons by emptying 26.71 mega electron volts energy can be emitted in this process, where by emptying these two protons, again these two protons are combined and continuous this process, the cyclic process continuously goes on. So that's why the energy can be obtained in sun and stars continuously for the billion years during this carbon nitrogen and proton cycle.